Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to the third episode of the third season of Breaking Bad. And I gotta say, the last episode was pretty cool because I loved getting to see Jesse have a win with him purchasing that house. But if we thought things were awkward and intense before between Walt and Skyler, wait until she finds out that he just up and moved back in while she was gone. I'm ready to get into this episode. If you guys want to help me out by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notification bell so you never miss when one of these drops. And if you want the full link, watch along. The link for Patreon is going to be down in the description. It's pretty cool for Breaking Bad because you get the full season drop at once. But for today, I'm ready to get into this episode, which is titled I.F.T.
Señor, un día caliente como hoy.
Oh, there's also that connection between the twins and Polos we gotta figure out.
Hay dos clases de hombres, los que toman y los que sirven.
Sheesh. He's a tough cookie.
No me imaginaba que eras tan mundo, tan filoso.
Sansa que escribe un libro. ¿Qué te trae este burro pueblo?
Óyeme, ¿no tienes...?
We have another new character being brought in.
Tortuga, comienza despacio, pero siempre...
Termina primero. Por eso te llaman así, ¿sabes?
Oh, that's the guy. That's the turtle guy.
Qué facilidad tiene.
Thought he looked familiar.
Lo tengo allá atrás.
Allá atrás.
Sí, sígueme.
Chulada.
En serio, ¿te gusta?
This is how it happened. Jeez.
Te la voy a dedicar. Te la firmo para el gran filósofo. ¿Eh?
He led that man into the trap without him even seeing it coming. He's smiling and about to die. There's the twins. Yikes, just see how many chops it takes. I appreciate the clean, swift swipe and one swift swipe in Game of Thrones. That was gnarly. So we see the twins are connected to that man and his boss.
By the looks of him, he has no idea how close he came. I'm assuming Saul Goodman doesn't need to know. Mom's the word.
I thought he called Saul. So he was looking out for Walt without anybody else knowing it, without being told to truly do it. But I assumed he was on the phone with Saul when all that was going down. Son of a bitch. See, I'm not that good of a mom when it comes to that. I'm not playing that music in the car. We are not listening to Old MacDonald in the car. We can listen to some Stevie, though.
Hello?
Should figure out why his car is there.
No, you're not back. Walt, you're not back. Get out of there. No.
I'm staying. End of story.
We had an agreement.
I didn't agree to anything,
Oh, so bad, you guys.
and we'll talk.
No. There's nothing to talk
He didn't agree to anything, and she did kind of just kick him out.
out. Walt?
Oh. Yikes. Like, I feel like it's like, I don't even want to look. It's about to be bad.
What is wrong with you?
So awkward.
We're getting a divorce.
Well, it's not up to you.
If you don't get out of here right now,
It's not up to
and I'm going to tell them I mean it, Walt.
He knows that this could be a bluff, though, because of what Saul told him. And he's gonna use it. Gosh, he's got her in a corner. She doesn't want to do it, though. Is she gonna do it? Sheesh. He doesn't even look worried at all.
No, it's not. It's not exactly. It's a domestic issue. They're connecting me.
She's like, come on, dude. Leave so I don't have to do this.
Do what you have to do, Skyler.
And he's like, no, you won't.
To come and remove him. It's 308 Negra Arroyo Lane.
She didn't tell him about the drugs.
They're coming.
Walt just went on with what he was doing. So unbothered. I mean, I get calling a bluff, but the way he's calling it, like, The way he's so unaffected by it. He went all in on calling the bluff.
Dad's here? Right. Dad!
Oh no. It's bad timing.
I'm not. How about a grilled cheese? Yeah, sure.
You want one too?
Walter, we need to discuss.
And the way Walt's just walking around and acting like everything's normal though.
Can't wait. I haven't seen Dad in...
You know that would bother Skyler.
Walter.
How's school?
Because it's like all she knows that he's been doing and all the lies he's told to her. And then he's just like walking around acting like everything's normal. And the kid's mad at her for it.
So, are you gonna be at work?
Like, that's so in her face. Oh no. And then she's gonna look so bad if she lets the cops handle Walt in front of his son, who's already mad at her. Yikes.
You called the cop on Dad?
Moved back into the house. I asked him to leave, but I want him out.
I don't think she can make him leave, though.
There's a couple of questions I need to ask you right off.
He's the owner of the house as well.
No, this is not about violence. This is about...
So you're not going to have any reason to remove him.
Being here against my...
If you don't tell.
Well, there's not a court order, if that's what you mean, but I've been living apart for almost...
There's nothing. She can't do nothing.
Breaking and entering?
Whose name is on the title?
Both of us. It's jointly owned.
We can't arrest him.
He can stay then. Sorry.
It's not a good thing. Excuse me.
I got her, honey.
Yeah, without... He looks like a good guy right now. I mean, he's a good dad.
Oh. Sorry, officer. Where were we?
But all this in Skyler's face and she's keeping that secret. Ugh.
I haven't been the most attentive husband lately.
And I love that he's being Walt right now. I feel like he's being manipulative, honestly. He's pretending to be like nice Walt from first season. When we know he's Walt Heisenberg.
If you want your husband out of the house, you're going to have to help me. Is it possible maybe he's broken any laws that you know of? Anything that we can work with here, just tell me.
She's just like dangling the fruit in front of.
It's my mom's fault. She won't even say what my dad did.
I'm so annoyed with this kid.
He didn't do anything.
I'm so annoyed with this kid. I'm sorry.
My dad.
I'm so sorry.
Guy.
Son.
Mrs. White.
And it's not that I dislike Walt. It's just like you got to understand how this is making Skyler feel.
Next time you feel like things are getting out of control, you should call this number. It's the family hotline.
His bluff was right, though. I mean, he was right. She was bluffing. She didn't tell.
Thank you, officers. We're sorry.
Yikes.
Why you gotta do this to Dad?
You also have to...
Don't blame your mother for this.
Why you gotta... Sorry. He's always saying, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do that? Sorry. Walt, you are not sorry. Because also you think about what all has came near that house where her children are living because of him. The twins were just there because of him. That's dangerous. What about the other guy who picked him up from his house? That's dangerous. People know who he is. Him living in the house is dangerous for them. Like, I get it, Walt, but like, come on. You're really not thinking about your family too much. Look at what you're bringing into the house. It's dangerous. So I'm kind of with Skyler right now. Walt needs to go. I hope that wasn't an unpopular opinion. I just thought of that. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion.
Swarming kid. Don't look so glad. Minimalist thing never really blew my hair back, but hey. So.
The house looks phenomenal.
Now balance, will you? Please?
Final thought. Look at this place.
Saul really wants them back in business.
You get the maestro cooking again, I'll make it worth your while.
Called him the maestro. That must have been some real good money for Saul, because he is knocking at doors to get them back in business. Like, I want Jesse's house now. I mean, no, I don't. Not after remember the bathtub first season, definitely. And the man who was choked in the base. But it's pretty. But what is Jesse going to do for money?
Hey, if you're trying to tell me something, I've got words for you. Do not call this.
Just hearing her voice. I'm really sad about losing her. I liked her. And it was just like we saw her go down quick.
yeah, absolutely. Bet on that. Hey, listen, thanks again.
His laugh.
Merker called in a couple of favors. El Paso wants me back.
Hey, man, congrats, man.
He wants to go back to El Paso? I thought he hated it. Well, he looked like he wasn't enjoying it. He was a mental wreck when he was in El Paso. And he was not top dog. And you know, Shada needs to be top dog. That's important. So the twins are connected to Polo. They're connected to Tortuga. Am I saying that right? The turtle guy. Yeah, I still can't figure that out. Right here, there they are. What are y'all gonna need that old lady for? They just needed her van to transport Uncle. Uncle's a G. I know he's not on our side of things, but Uncle's a G. And that's the boss. I'm ready to make sense of this because it's hurting my head. And there's Polo. Thank you. Please connect this for me. Why does he have anything to do with them?
Pendiente tuyo. Pues sí, me importa. Entonces estás...
He's talking about Walt.
No lo conozco por él.
Heisenberg.
Sí, sabía de él. Y a lo mejor también sabes, Salamanca fue su mentor en el negocio. Trataba como un hijo.
This is about Tuco.
Proveedores locales de Tuco, hasta que traicionó a Tuco. La sangre se paga con sangre.
I did not think...
Los primos de Tuco.
Blood repaid by blood.
Para vengarse. La familia Salamanca. Todos están unidos en este asunto.
Don Salamanca.
Word.
No tengo ningún problema con sus dehesas.
He said, I get you want vengeance.
Estoy involucrado con esto.
Boy, he's making me money.
Nuestros negocios se terminen. No me importará lo que hagan con él.
So he's not loyal to him. He just said, let me finish making this money and then you can have him. Unc said no.
Con su permiso, señores.
I did not think Tuco and Uncle would come back into play this season. I really thought that was done, deal, dead storyline right there. But Tuco's still coming back to haunt us from the grave? Of course he would. Crazy son of a guy.
Arriesgas perder el apoyo del cartel. Eso sería imprudente.
So they're high up in the cartel.
No puedo garantizar que pongan atención. Ellos no son como tú y yo.
They're wicked. So it's like, they need to kill him. So you better do your business fast because that vengeance is something that they need quickly. Or else he'll be bad off of the cartel. But the man that was in the car who saved Walt and called somebody who I don't know who it was, the text that the twins got was from Polo's. So was Polo's the one who saved him? Because why else would the text say Polo's? Sleeping on an air mattress in the baby's room. I can almost smell the baby and feel the back of its head. Oh, I love this time.
Skyler, can I use the bathroom?
It's so tough because you understand a lot of like the intent behind why Walt even got into this was for his family because he does love them so much, but he's changed along the way, right? And so you understand why he wants to be in his home. But then from Skyler's perspective, he's been so deceiving. He's really peeing in the sink.
I called.
And Walt trying to
So close.
say that he like there's just not going to be a divorce, like she's stuck.
Client privilege to keep everything you tell me, tell a soul, unless you authorize.
That's true.
I'm your lawyer, police. My job is to protect you.
Okay. Because this is big. She said, say what?
I'll go in ex parte to get a restraining order today. If he comes anywhere near you and your children, he'll go straight to jail. No questions.
Jeez. Right down to it.
I don't want my son to that his father is a criminal.
She's protecting his image for his son, and his son is treating her like crap.
Things may resolve themselves on their own.
Oh, I see her angle. She's saying in case he dies, I want his image to stay the way it is for his son. And what's the point of telling on him and ruining all that image if he could just naturally die anyways?
You should get knifed. You should went to Chili's, man.
All right.
And I forgot about Walter being sick just because when I heard the good news, I assumed that was really, really good. But she said it was just time.
This spice looks like it's been through a couple.
He could still die.
So when you headed back down
He's
to
not
El Paso?
in remission.
It's not like there's nothing going on up here.
What are you talking about?
He just saw a drug deal. He does not want to go back to El Paso.
Think they're home.
Man, in this place, the bartender's probably holding.
Mm-hmm. He said, we're not at work, man. He's freaking out again, y'all.
Jesus, get yourself some Flomax.
He's went back in the bar. And he took his gun off. It's a good song. He needed to get some of that aggression out, that adrenaline out. Dang, Schrader. He wanted this fight. Schrader. He made them both hit him first, too. Self-defense.
Go and tell my partner to get his ass in here.
He couldn't let that go.
Hey, if you're trying to tell me something, I've got 4 words for you.
Jesse. How many times do you think he's listened to it?
Do not call.
Just went off. Why? He's not...
The number you have
Just been disconnected.
505 is no longer.
Her daddy probably turned it off. That's all he had. Oh, he's cooking. Both at Walt? How's that gonna work with him trying to stay sober, though?
Can we talk?
He just left the money out for her to see how much he really makes.
Saw a deal go down. I went outside to call it in. You stayed to keep an eye on the suspects. That's when they attacked you.
He's helping him cover for what he did. But you can see he's peeved about it.
Is that you left your gun under the seat before you went back inside?
Yeah, why did he leave the gun? Why?
I've done a terrible thing, but I did it for a good reason. That is college tuition for
He did do it all for them.
18 years down the road. That is health insurance for you and for Junior's physical therapy.
Shoot. His motivation behind why he did all this reminds you of the human side of him, you know? Even though sometimes we only see Heisenberg.
The mortgage that you are not going to be able to afford on a part-time bookkeeper's salary. Please.
Jeez. He's... Oh.
It doesn't belong to anyone else.
It's his hard-earned money.
The things I've done.
Now why is he convincing me?
All of that for nothing. If you don't accept what I've earned, please.
He's saying, I did all this for you guys, and if you won't accept this money because of how I got it, I wouldn't throw that for nothing.
You can give me your answer then.
I don't know, she's turning a blind eye for her boss, and he's hiding money. Walt's giving her some, like, a lot of money. Like, set up for life money. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, think about it. What are you doing, Skyler? Skyler? She made the move on him. And you know, he's been waiting on that. And just in the middle of the office. The way she's looking at him.
Sport's looking real good. I like the way it looks.
Good. Nice cover. Are your kids home? She's trying to forget. She's trying to escape from it. And she's escaping into the boss's bed. Yikes. Yikes. Because are they together? Are they together? Are they not together?
Look, I just want to say that I feel good about our talk this morning, and I'm very eager to hear what you're thinking about what we talked about. Whenever you're ready, of course.
She's just not saying anything. I think she's still processing a lot. Like, in this moment, processing everything that's happened today.
I fucked Ted.
Boys, dinner.
And they're just gonna go to the dinner table.
Louis?
Yes, please.
Was that to spite him? Because that's all you said. That's the only thing you said, and that's all you said. I think go sit at the table and have him have to act normal the way that she had to act normal when the cops came.
Thanks, darling.
Jeez, Skyler. That was ruthless. How's that gonna feed into the next episode? Like, now I'm just... it's one of those episodes where you just, like, instantly like, you know, you can't look away. You gotta see what's about to happen. So, remind myself this is probably be a double drop on the YouTube edits, because Skyler just dropped a whole bomb on Walt. And they are already in such a terrible place. Jesse's going back to cooking. Yeah, it's one of those that you're just like, yep, I gotta hop, skip, jump right over there and watch what's gonna happen next. So I hope you guys follow me there. For now, in this video, please help me out by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notification bell. And if you wanted the full length watch along, the link for Patreon is down in the description. For now, let's go out in this big, beautiful world. Let's spread some light. Let's spread some love. And if we can, let's make somebody smile. I'll see you at episode 4.